Hey loves, welcome to a fashion designer lifestyle video. I am your host, KeAmbra Nequal, and in today's video I will be showing you guys how to cut and sew Simplicity Pattern 1365. Give me one break, I need faith to believe you, faith to receive you. I was stuck in my mind, I couldn't get out, I needed you. It is this beautiful 1970s vintage halter top, which I have on right now, and I absolutely love it. What I absolutely love about this halter top is that it is reversible and you can get so much wear out of it. And you know, on this channel we rave about sustainability and ethical practices. Let's just get into the details of this halter top. This is what I love, that it's not simple. It has an edge to it. It has more detailing. It's not just a simple plain halter top. It's fun, it's flirty, it has elements, and I absolutely love this beautiful oversized round collar. Like, it's just, it really gives vintage, but it gives, that girl did not play. She did not come to play, okay? I love that the cuts of it boosts up the bust. Like, it lifts up the bust, and it accentuates and snatches the waist. Like, it snatches the waist, and then it gives this hourglass figure with this beautiful peplum detailing at the bottom. And I love that it has a simple closure in the back. It's all it is a necktie and a waist tie. And what I love about it is because it is adjustable. And you know, everybody does not have the same body shape. It's some people that has more waist. I mean, yeah, more waist than more boobs. So it's very convenient, very convenient. That's what I could definitely say. So without further ado, let's get into the video because I'm doing too much rambling, okay? Let's go. I have all of my patterns laid out double folded on the straight grain. I am using 100% cotton flannel. The sunflower print is considered to be the fabric, and the egg white color is considered to be the facing. Before we get into the sewing directions, I want to make a little disclaimer. I skipped step 1, but I highly recommend doing it because I noticed that my armhole edge stretched out a place while sewing. Make sure that you place all of your notches and markings in the right place. Okay, so I have all of my pieces cut out and laid out and ready to sew. As I said before, I did not do step 1. Step 1 is to stay stitch the bodice, neck, and armhole edge 1/2 inch in the direction of the arrows. So right now I am going to do step 2. Step 2 is to pin right sides together and stitch center front seam of the bodice below small dots. Backstitch at the dot to reinforce the seams. And make sure that everything that you're doing to the regular fabric do to the facing, as you see in the video. Step 3, pin the fabric to the facing with right sides together. Stitch necktie, leaving the notch end open. Trim the seams and clip the corners and curves. Turn the necktie right sides out. Press and base stitch the raw edges. Pin the necktie to upper edge of the bodice, matching the notches. Apply the fusible interfacing to the wrong side of the collar. With right sides together, stitch the collar facing to the collar, leaving notch edges open. Trim the seams and clip the curves. Turn your collar inside out and give it a good press. Base stitch the raw edges together on the outside. pin the collar on the facing side to the neck edge, matching the notches, the small dots and the large dots and base stitch. And y'all, I want to apologize to the lighting adjustments. I am still trying to figure it out. So please give me grace. Please give me grace. I promise you the next video will be perfect. I mean, well, not perfect, but the next video will be much better. With right sides together, pin the bodice and the facing at the neck edge, matching notches in all dots. Stitch the neck edge and pivot with the needle in the fabric at the small dots. I skipped step 10, which is understitching the fabric, because I wanted to make sure that the garment is reversible. So with right sides together, I am pinning my shoulder seams and my armhole seams together so that I can prepare it for stitching. And I'm going to stitch right along the edges, and once I'm done, I am going to clip the curves and trim the seams. With right sides together, you want to pin your midriff front and back, matching the notches. Stitch and press the seams open. And make sure that you are doing everything to the facing as you are doing to the bodice. Alright, we are halfway through the tutorial. If you are enjoying this video so far, make sure you hit that like button and let's continue. With right sides together, stitch back ties, leaving the end with the dots open. Trim the raw edges, clip the corners and the curves. Turn the back ties right side out and give it a good press. Next, you want to pin your back ties to your midriff back, matching the large dots and the small dots, and then you base stitch. Okay, so this is where I got a little ahead of myself. I decided to actually, well, I didn't decide. Well, yes, I did. I did decide because I didn't pay attention to the instructions. I guess I just thought that was going to be the next step. So what I did was I actually pinned the midriff, lower edge of the midriff to the top edge of the peplum. But in the instructions, it is asking for you to pin the peplums right sides together, matching the centers, the notches, the small and large dots. And then you stitch the unnotched edge, and then you trim, and then you clip the curves. Let's just keep on going because it's still going to make sense at the end. It's still going to make sense. So we're not going to get too caught up into that because it still came out exactly what it's supposed to come out to be. But the closure, how I enclosed the actual garment was different than what the instructions is telling me to do. So right now I am showing you guys, okay, I'm about to sew the bottom edge, and I went on and did it. And then now I pinned the bottom edge of the peplum facing to the bottom edge of the peplum fabric. And I am about to sew that together. As you can see. And again, make sure that you are doing the same thing that you are doing to the fabric, you're doing to the facing. Okay, so now we are about to attach the top to the midriff. And to prevent the peplums from getting caught up into the seams, make sure you just fold it up and pin it to the midriff on the outside. With right sides together, pin the lower edge of the bodice to the upper edge of the midriff, matching centers, notches, and small dots. Pull up gathering stitches to fit. And then you take it to your sewing machine and you stitch. And then you press the seam towards the midriff. In design school, my professor used to always say, do what I say and not what I do. So right here, y'all, I told y'all in the beginning to go ahead and roll up the ties and everything so that you can prevent it from getting sewn into the seams. So right now I am sewing the facing top and bottom together. And so with mine, I left the side open. I left the side seam open. And once I was done with sewing everything, this is where I hand stitch the actual opening that was on the side. And y'all, we're done. Voila! This is the end of it all, guys. When I say the halter top came out so gorgeous and just really more than what I expected to look like. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I will be showing you guys how to style this gorgeous 1970s vintage halter top. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and continue on supporting because I'm telling y'all, these looks are going to be fire. When I say they're going to, it's going to be a look for everybody. Everyone is going to be a look for. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for all of my styling babes. I'll see y'all. Peace. Thanks for watching.